Hello and welcome! As the title suggests, this video is on a build I've come up with. People were highly requesting a build video after I asked for idea suggestions on my last one, so I cooked up something incredibly stylish in the lab. Let's move on over to the assembly. Say hello to the Asphalt lining. This is another lightweight, melee-centric AC that uses two melee weapons. It isn't the most optimal, but it is unfathomably fun to play and absolutely stylish. For the right arm unit, I've chosen the Ducket. It is a slow-firing yet very high-impact pistol that excels in close range, which is where it will be most of the time anyway. On the left arm unit, we have the Laser Dagger, a fan favorite. This weapon is extremely light and extremely quick, having the lowest cooldown of all melee weapons. It will be the centerpiece of our build. For the right back unit, I've chosen the Vertical Plasma Launcher. This weapon is horribly underrated, as the tracking unit is way too good, never missing any enemy on the ground, and having a shockingly low cooldown for how oppressive it is. And for the left back unit, we have the Laser Slicer, one of the most stylish weapons in the game. This will be our finisher weapon for the post-ACS overload hits, as it is too slow to be used as an opener. Moving on to the body parts, I've chosen the Nachtträger head. No min-maxing here, just a stylish and cool looking head, that is all. The core I've chosen is the Alba core. This core is relatively light and has good AP, but its real selling point is that it has the second best booster efficiency adjustment, making the quick boosts extremely cheap, which will help close the gap on people with movement. For the arms, we have the VP-46S. These arms have a very good balance of recoil control, ranged and melee specialization, along with decent enemy tracking, making them ideal for all aspects of our build. Stop telling me to use Basho arms! Their stats for anything but melee are terrible! They serve zero purpose other than dopamine of big numbers! Sorry, moving on. For the legs, we'll be using the Firmeza legs, as they are incredibly light and have good boost and quick boost capabilities, while looking very stylish at the same time. As expected, I'll be using the Alula boosters for the build. The boost speed and quick boost delay are insanely quick, making us supremely agile, which allows us to close the distance on the enemy very comfortably. For the FCS of choice, we have the Abbot. This FCS specializes in close range and slight bit of mid-range tracking, and considering the Ducket's range is within 9 to 110 meters before ricocheting, this is easily our best option for the build. I personally chose the Santai generator for this build, as I believe the crazy high capacity is necessary for the hyper-aggressive playstyle, allowing us to get in and out while maintaining a big pool of EN, despite the recharge rate being on the slower end. And finally, for the expansion, we'll be going with Assault Armor. This build is extremely aggressive, and this pushes that narrative even further. So, with all the parts discussed, we may now move on to the testing, so that I may explain the general idea of the build better. As said before, this is a lightweight build. It's quick boost focused, so don't shy on getting around with quick boosting, though be mindful not to redline your generator as it can lead to certain death. The dagger is the centerpiece of this build. Its charge attack will be the main way you will engage the enemy, as the Ducket is too weak on its own to get much done. It's worth mentioning that the dagger's distance on the charge attack is limited, meaning you will have to position yourself properly for the attack to hit. Use melee cancelling and other form of movement to get a proper position. The trick here is to position yourself to the left of the enemy, as the slash goes from left to right hitbox wise, meaning it is impossibly harder to dodge to the left as it is to dodge to the right. An extremely strong detail of the dagger is the fact that you can quick boost out of its end frames extremely quickly, which enables two types of combos for this build in specific. First of these is the natural combo, where you use the dagger to get their impact high, then finish it off with the Ducket, and use the laser slicer to punish ACS overload. This combo is generally safe, but slower to pull off against quads and tanks. And the second one is the forbidden combo. If the enemy is close enough to ACS overload, you can finish it off with the dagger charge attack, then quickly boost out of it, swap to the laser slicer, and punish. This combo is confirmed. The enemy cannot get out of it after the dagger hits. It becomes even scarier when you add assault armor at the very end. A lot of you in the comments told me how much you loved the PvP commentary, so I'll be doing the same thing this time around.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
Okay, this guy is clearly not the most seasoned pilot, and I don't want this round to be all memes. Some insight here is my attempt to reposition to his left due to how the hitbox of the dagger works, but I obviously got robbed by him having priority and staggering me out of it. And of course, due to his blunder, we use the end frames of the pulse plate to punish with a charged dagger into the full combo.
Legalize nuclear bombs.
In this match, we get to face a quad shotgun build, mainly focused on assault boosting in and popping you, then resetting and doing the same thing on repeat. This playstyle is rather annoying, but it's not unbeatable. Right here, you can see the start of the assault boost. If you judge the distance well, you can time your charge slash to punish them for engaging like this. This is why I chose assault armor for this build. You can react to the enemy assault or pulse armor with your own, effectively countering them since you are already so close. Same case scenario as earlier, but I ended up being too slow on my prediction. You see what I'm saying, right? Red impact bar means ACS overload, right? What is this? A robbery? Oh, this game is so bad. Hey, that looks like my build. I've seen many people with these builds, kind of like offspring of Silver Lining with part and weapon differences ever since my blow up on YouTube. Whatever the case may be, I love you all for walking the melee path. Here's the case as to why the dagger is so powerful. I missed my slash here because the verticality sucks and I was too slow initially. This made him feel safe, but due to this 2-second cooldown, I caught him by surprise with how impressive it is. Look at the distance between us. He has a laser slicer, so he could punish me with a combo, but he did not quick boost to close the distance and get the first hit in faster, which allowed me to get out of it, spelling his doom. As you can see, I keep starting the charge melee but cancelling it to close the distance. I try to judge the fixed distance of the slash to get the hit in, as missing it is far too dangerous. Here's a good example of the dagger's hitbox. He was moving to the right. As the hitbox sweeps from left to right, it is far more likely to hit him. This is why you never mash your melee with 2 hit weapons. If you miss, you just get locked in animation. If close enough, the assault armor will cause an ACS overload, after which you can swap back to your dagger and get a 3-hit combo to finish the job. Now this is going to be a good example, as I will be highlighting mistakes and what to avoid in certain scenarios. As you can see, he fired his missiles and I was ignorant of that fact. I start to charge my slash, which leaves me stuck in animation, eating the entire volley, which causes ACS overload. People are often afraid of the lance on high ping as the hitbox becomes janky, but as long as you know you dodged it just before he started flying at you, the second hit will never find you. And knowing he is stuck in animation, I quick boost and charge my melee to compensate the distance of him cancelling out of the lance's end lag with the quick boost. A good option by me would be to quick boost forward an assault armor to get rid of the pulse armor entirely, but instead I do this. I thought I could get rid of the pulse armor with the dagger and get out, but you know. Look at this pansy, cancel this laser lance out of fear. If anyone gets ACS overloaded, their immediate thought is to use assault or pulse armor to avoid damage. Use this to your advantage.
AP at 50%.
Right here, I have the pressure on him. I use a basic attack, cancelled into a charge attack to throw him off, which gets him to use his lance, practically confirming my victory.
50%.
Legalize nuclear